by saying thank you very much indeed for coming, but to remind you to get the best out of your clematis, you need to water them well, you need to feed them, you need to give them a shady root system, and please grow them through other plant material as plants do in the wild. But just to remind you about feeding, let me share a story with you. Our company, have exhibited at the Chelsea Flower Show, and I went to my first Chelsea Flower Show 50 years ago, as you can tell by the colour of my hair. So I've been involved with Chelsea Flower Show for a very long time. With our business in Guernsey, it's not quite so easy as when we had the business in England. Purely our season is ahead of the English season, so plants have to go into cold store, and then we bring them out sort of 10, 8, 6, 4 weeks before we know they'll flower, and then we gauge them that way. So it's all a bit dramatic at the moment, and thank goodness the guys are, I hope, getting it right at home, because I'm not there. And so we get that, and then we have to ship our plants obviously by sea to get them into England, and not every time does that work well. A few years ago, when the plants arrived on the south coast of England in Portsmouth Harbour, someone misread the instructions and put the temperature to -5 Celsius rather than +5 Celsius. So we had a 500 brown dead looking clematis, but we still won our gold medal because I spaced them out a bit more. Anyway, it's all, you know, a lot of pressure coming on, and it takes us 6 days, but this year it'll take us 8 days to build up our exhibit. Sarah, my wife, and Elizabeth and I who do that. And then of course we come to the Monday when the judging is done, and we really hope that we got it all right and the judges like what we've done. And I tend to head up a lot of the judging, not for my section, so I know what the judges are looking for. So you get through that hoop, as it were, and then all the thousands of people come, and you can guess by the time you get to Friday, late Friday afternoon, you're feeling pretty tired, and you can guess there's some little old lady who will come along with a blooming great big notebook and ask the most stupid questions. You feel like saying, please just go away. Anyway, a few years ago, this little old lady came, big notebook, and said, Evison, I'm getting really tired with you and your plants. She said, they're not growing as they should be. She said, I'm getting on a bit now, I'm 87, and I've got to get it right. So we spent some time talking about feeding and watering and all these sort of things I've been sharing the last hour with you about. And so she said, well, really, what can I do? So I said, I knew she came from a country area, so I said, madam, what you should do is mulch your plant really well in the spring. So she wrote this down. She said, well, what should I mulch it with? So I said, madam, I think the best thing you can use is old cow manure. So she wrote this down. But I've got to get it right. How old does the cow have to be?